Monarch is building the future for those interested in one wallet that consolidates the best services and functionality into one simple and easy-to-use app. Monarch will empower users to control all aspects of their financial kingdom from the palm of their hand. You may have heard the phrase, not your keys, not your crypto. With Monarch, you own your keys and seed, meaning you own your crypto. With Monarch, you can store, receive, send, swap, buy, sell, and earn interest on your crypto, track your portfolio, the news, the market cap, and more today. We're constantly adding new services and updates too. Learn more today by visiting monarchtoken.io or download the wallet for free today from Apple or Google.
Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of Beards and Bitcoins, the crypto podcast for the man's man. We want to let you know before you listen to this episode, it's kind of a, when you record live, things can happen. So I want to let you know my audio is a little tough to hear, and then Bo at some points is hard to hear as well. So just want to give a little heads up as to what to expect. If you got any questions, please feel free in emailing us or reaching out on social media. We're always here for you. Well, without further ado, enjoy this episode with Bo of DueDex Exchange.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Beards and Bitcoins. We're a crypto podcast for the man's man, and yes, the women that love him. Joined by my co-host, BitBoy, Ben Armstrong of BitBoy Crypto, and Bo Wang of DueDex Exchange. We are in Vegas at World CryptoCon. Bo, how you doing, my man?
Very good. Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Glad to have you join us.
We're very excited about having you on. Very interested in what DueDex is doing with derivatives trading. Obviously, over the last probably 6 months or so, there's been some other leverage trading platforms that have done very well, and people are out there, with referral links, and people are learning how to margin trade. And it's a very exciting time for traders and new beginners coming into trading because, let's just be honest, the price action has been so at times not volatile that it's been boring. So, derivatives trading and margin trading and leverage trading is something that can bring more interest. So really excited to talk about that with you, some features of DueDex. But let's start first with, tell us about yourself. Tell us your experience in crypto and then kind of, what led up to you starting the exchange.
All right. First of all, I got into Bitcoin space in 2013, and one of my friends introduced me to Bitcoin. Basically, at that point, the price is $500, and he was all in Bitcoin when price is at like $10. So he's very well done.
Man,
very
nice.
Well done. Yeah.
Doing all right.
I just don't believe you can issue digital money on the internet because you can copy and paste everything, right? So I bought one Bitcoin at $500 and then sold 1 week after it's $600. Wow, man, this is for real.
Yeah, exactly.
This is cash. You can make it happen, right? So that's interesting. So I went back, did all the research from white paper to all this like newspaper clips and all the Bitcoin toggle, all that stuff, and all the code. Goodness, that's for real. That's for real. That's changed my mind. So I said, okay, Bitcoin's 600 now. It's very expensive for me to do investing. So what is the next Bitcoin?
Yeah.
So at that point, mostly it's like Web 2.0. It's like a programmable web. So it's easy for us to say, hey, what is the programmable Bitcoin?
Yeah.
So at that time, there are lots of projects. You can have like a master coins, like different shares, like counterparty, and all kinds of shit. So basically, we look at this field, say, okay, there's the Ethereum out there. They have like a smart contract, which is very well programmable stuff.
Yeah.
So at that time, it's just like a white paper stuff, right? So I said, this is it. So when they start to work on stuff from like incorporation into like a crypto valley, doing like all the legal framework stuff, and having team putting together and start to work on it, and then have the Go version coming up with 2 guys work on it. So I said, wow, this is what we want to go. So when they did ICO in July to August in 2014, we invested in it.
Wow.
And then that's it. I said, okay, I think this is very well stuff. Like, what we can do? Like, maybe we can do something similar because Ethereum is not just a programmable Bitcoin.
Right.
It also represents a new way of raising funds, and plus a whole set of legal framework. Because previously, when Mastercoin did an ICO, we don't call it ICO. It's just raise fund from the community, and then that's it.
Crowdfunding, basically.
Yeah, exactly. There's no legal anything. There's no guarantees. The people give money to him and go to real, and then that's it. This guy doesn't quit his job and still doing it. All kind of shit. The Mastercoin goes down. That's for sure, right?
Yeah.
So Ethereum changed that. They have the entire legal framework in place. They have entire co-founder legal team, tech team in place.
Right.
They also have business team in place. So this is a project. It's going to be, I think, at that point, it's doing well. So we're investing, and also we follow the pattern. We did a project called Factor. Basically, it's Factor. Yeah, Factor. So it's called a proof of existence.
Right. That's like an identity blockchain.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's got a contract with the U.S. government, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm trying to show off my crypto knowledge.
Yeah. That's good. So when we started the project in June 2014, and we just have 4 guys, and my friend invested $500,000 in it, and then we did this. We released the public blockchain at the end of 2014, and we did a public launch in, I think it's January 2015 in Miami. So we followed the same pattern as Ethereum, because Ethereum did the public launch in January 2014 in Miami. We just copied the same thing. We hired the same law firm. We hired the same advisor. We incorporated the same place, and then we did the same similar launch stuff. So basically, the only difference is Ethereum raised $17 million in the height of the Bitcoin price. We raised, we did IPO at March 2015. We raised only $500 Bitcoins, because the price it's down the toilet.
Nobody was given.
Nobody was given. The market is cold like ice. So that's the only difference. But we switched gear. We moved into the digital space and raised $12 million and started going on the project. So as you mentioned, we have Homeland Security, Department of Homeland Security work with us. I think we had close to $1 million contract with those guys doing with the government. And we also have invested from a title insurance company, and so basically we are providing a tool for people to save any data into it, and very cheaply. So at the very beginning, a lot of people saving data into blockchain, but it only save for one transaction, you can only save max up to 128 bytes. And the transaction fee is very expensive when price of Bitcoin goes up. That's why we did a FedEx Factor. This is allow people to save data very cheaply and any data into it. So provide a tool for proof of existence.
Are you still involved with Factor?
Yeah, we're still.
What's your position with them?
I'm still right now. I'm still stockholder. I'm a shareholder.
Gotcha, okay.
I left Factor in August 2016, and then we went back to Beijing and did a startup on. We basically take blockchain technology applied to enterprise level application stuff. So we did an enterprise blockchain stuff. Basically, what we did is we built blockchain-based supply chain finance systems, because in China, small and medium firms, it's very difficult for them to get loan from bank, because you don't have access to platform.
There's not credit scores in China,
no credit scores, and you don't have relationships with banks, all kind of stuff. So banks intend to give money to the big firms. Right. So what we do is basically we take big firms credibility and put it on the blockchain and extend this kind of credibility chain into small and medium enterprises. So that's what we did.
And a good way to get more people involved.
Exactly, getting more people involved and basically getting more people to prove they have this kind of credibility and have that kind of payment, all kinds of capability to it. So it's good. We have live paid customers in it, and but as you know, in the enterprise level, everything goes very slowly. So at some point we have to switch gear, and so in 2017 we start a project called Delphy. It's a prediction market, very similar to Orca.
what's it called?
Delphy.
Delphy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Delphy,
Yeah, I was about to say like Augur, right?
Yeah, Augur, like Augur.
So predictive market.
It's a prediction market. Basically, it's like we want to know, like everybody has an opinion towards anything. For example, like in 2020, is Trump going to be re-elected? Right. So everybody has an opinion. So what's the consensus? What's the general sense of
But
this?
do you guys allow assassination predictions?
No.
That
was Augur.
Yeah.
That was Augur.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So prediction market, there is a dilemma for prediction market because
it is data and it is trackable and it is predictable.
Yeah.
But it's taboo.
Exactly. So there's a lot of things like ethical things.
Yes.
For example, you cannot do it, and there's legal issues you have to do it. For example, like in China, if you're getting involved in this kind of things, you could get you in trouble. That's huge.
Well, then you might have like insider trading on it. You know what I'm saying? Where they're like, hey, I want to make this money on this bet, so I might be the one to go out and do it. You know, like that. It really could snowball like that. So, okay, well, cool. Well, let's talk about. That's cool understanding your history. You've been involved in a lot of different things, very respectable. I know when we interviewed BitLord, he said, you're a person of integrity and you bring so much to the space.
Learning how to leverage trade can be tough. Sometimes it seems like derivatives trading platforms are trying to work against you instead of helping you. That's what makes DueDex different. With a 24/7 customer service team available, you will never feel like you're in this alone. For a hassle-free trading experience that puts you in charge of your trades, give DueDex a try today. Visit DueDex.com to learn how you can receive up to $70 in your trading account absolutely free.
So let's talk about what you're doing now, the new venture with DueDex.
Yeah, what is DueDex?
Wow. DueDex we call it like a next generation crypto derivative futures exchange. And basically what we do is, let me explain the DueDex. What is DueDex? DueDex means Due plus derivative plus exchange, right? When we try to name of exchange, we really have a goal in mind. It's like we really want to be fair, make it fair, because like as you said, there are a lot of exchanges coming up, and what they do is like a lot of exchanges have internal trading desk. They're trading against the customers, or basically they can do a lot of manipulation, and behind the scene you never know. So it's very unfair to customers. So what we do from the get-go, we say that we have to be fair to our customers. So that's due. Due means like appropriate, lawful, and fair. So we call it DueDex. So basically, when we say being fair, we basically mention like three things. One is like we cannot have an internal trading desk. Number two, we are not going to issue exchange tokens because as you know, when you have a token, it's a conflict of interest. It's a subject to manipulation.
It can be manipulated, and fraud, the whole thing.
Exactly. And also we wanted to make sure that there was a very good security in place. We have this kind of end-to-end cold wallet solution. So that means like when you make a deposit to DueDex, you actually deposit it into the address of a cold wallet. So in DueDex, there is no exposure of your fund onto internet at all. So there's no hard wallet involved. Everything is cold wallet. And also when people withdraw money withdraw Bitcoins from DueDex, we have like a manual inspection. So two of our founders involved in all these transactions. We have to inspect every transaction to make sure that there's no scam in place, and so just make sure that the users fund is in safeguard. So and also plus we have like 24/7 customer service with multi-channel, multilingual stuff. So that's by default for us. And also being fair, what we mean is that we mean it has to be open. As we said, but we talked a lot about like unbanking people, unbanking population stuff. Actually, this kind of the traditional classic financial system. Actually, there's a lot of boundary to it. As you said, like there is a national boundary. You cannot, like a Chinese cannot. It's very difficult for a Chinese average person to trade American stocks. Right. Yes, and there was also foreign exchange getting involved. There's all kinds of risks involved, and also the bar is very high when you want to trade. For example, indices futures in US. For a Chinese, you have to deposit 500,000 yuan RMB in your account just to start. And when you buy a contract maybe worth like hundreds of dollars. So it's very expensive. It's very high, and it's not open to the population, to the people. As
Right.
I said.
So like being like an accredited investor.
Yeah. Not just the credit. Yeah, exactly. You have to have
You have to have certain amounts.
Yeah, certain amount.
You're not just going to be, some guy off the street
Right.
with a couple bucks.
Exactly.
You got to be
Exactly.
Raises the barrier to entry. Which is
Exactly.
something we got to lower that down.
Exactly. So you eventually we're gonna launch a Bitcoin collateral, like indices, futures, something like this, so that anybody can trade anywhere, anything from anywhere. So we're trying to stay open. So being fair and being open. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what's the leverage? What are you guys going up to?
Oh, right now we offer up to 100 times leverage at this point.
What do you feel about Binance offering 125? What is that, like a $5 window? Like I was talking about it this morning with the guys that I'm here with, and which Jay Chains is one of those guys.
Right.
And Quinn's another one. Shout out to Quinn. He's standing behind the camera. But we were talking about this morning, and to me, for me, 25x, I feel like is a sweet spot. 25x, I feel like I've got enough wiggle room where I can make big moves, not really, feel pressure about getting liquidated. But when you move up to 50x and then to 100x, it's like 100x, you got to have balls of steel. And you got to, if you're going 100x, you got to understand, even if I'm very confident, there's still a great chance I'm going to get liquidated. 125x, I can't even fathom.
Right. Or 100 times or even 125 times of leverage is more of marketing stuff, right?
Yeah.
So on average, people are using about 8 times.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you feel Binance mostly is playing a marketing gimmick here, right?
You're right.
So you want to feel it's the excitement, it's the
yeah. It's just
really
it's having the option to do it, the option to use 125.
I can trade 100x, but I'm not going.
I like what you said
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Just like a BMW, you have you can drive very, very fast, but you're not going to drive it.
Well, I've got a Dodge Challenger, and it's got a Hemi engine. That thing will fly.
Yeah.
And I've never been to the top.
Right.
I've never been to the top of that.
Never tried to go that fast.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I like to have the option.
Right. That's the option.
I've got my motorcycle at top speed.
Have you? What is that?
129.
129. One time,
any faster than
the fastest I've ever been was 135 in a Dodge Charger RT. That was what my buddy was driving. I got it up to about 125. He got to 130, 35, or almost 140, and I was like, man, this is. If there's a pebble on the road, you're dead.
Right.
139 in an Aston Martin DB9.
Wow.
That was one of those things where you could see someone, you blink, they're next to you, you blink again.
Right.
Okay, what is more exciting? Going 139 in a car or being in a 100x leverage trade when that price is skyrocketing? Which one's more exciting, you think?
They both give you a thrill.
If you bet right, 100 times of leverage of trading, that's much more exciting.
That could change your life.
What if the new Tesla Roadster had some derivatives exchanging on the tablet, so you could do it?
Yes.
While
you're driving. You're trading.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Slamming a Red Bull.
That's good.
That's double.
So okay, so let's. One thing we like to do on the podcast is eventually come back to the main topic. So here we are.
Right.
We're going back. So back to DueDex. I want to know, what do you guys have? Do you guys have any incentive, not for people to overall trade on your platform, but do you guys have any deals, any promotions, or anything like that to try to get new traders to switch over and give you guys a shot?
Yeah. So we have many ways to do it. One of the things we trying to do a little bit different. It's we trying to get what we call original gangsters.
Yeah.
Not so-called influencers. We have to identify those people who are really, really like what we do, in terms of the value. In terms of what we represent. Not just okay, we give you money and you do it for us. You say good things about us, rather than find good people to partner with. To make friends with, so that they can really express themselves. They try our stuff, not just say it. You have to do it.
You got to DueDex.
Yes, you have to do it. Right?
I just gave you guys your new slogan.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to DueDex.
You got to DueDex.
That's good. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what are we on that level? We're 10s, right?
Yeah.
We're in terms of being great guys, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Wow,
That's it. Well, but we certainly enjoyed having you on, and we're looking forward to trying DueDex out, working it, trying to figure out, how we can maybe do some leverage trading, work together and things like that. So really excited what you guys are doing. And, like I said earlier, BitLord said glowing things about you, and we're definitely glad to meet you in person. And thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And you happen to live pretty close to me.
Yes. Whoa,
Texas.
keep up.
Texas
yes,
boys.
Texas boys.
Texas
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
Well, I'm from Atlanta, so I'm Southern. So we're all in the South, okay? Can we
All
just
right. Yeah.
We're all in the South. That's good.
All right.
So definitely. Well, thanks both.
Okay,
for
thanks so
coming
much.
on.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you next time.
You got this shit lock and roll.